11 must-know tips to survive a long flight in economy. Never do this on a plane. Flying economy on a long-haul flight, then you need these tips because nothing tests your patience and your spine like being wedged between two strangers for 15 hours with a mystery meal and a seat that rechinies a full 3 centimeters. This is 11 must-know tips to survive a long flight in economy, including a few surprising mistakes to avoid and the one simple item that everyone forgets until it's way too late. Number 1. Stay organized with an underseat personal item for essentials. The biggest mistake new travelers make on a long flight, storing everything up in the overhead bin and then realizing they need half of it 3 hours in. That's why having a well-packed personal item under the seat in front of you is an absolute gamechanger. You want the essentials close. Your charger, your snacks, your toothbrush, your lip balm, your earphones, your neck pillow, maybe even a mini face wipe to stop feeling like you've been dragged through a desert by hour 10. Choose a soft bag that's flexible enough to squish under the seat without robbing you of all your foot space. Bonus points if it's got good pockets. That way, you're not rummaging around like you're hunting for buried treasure every time you want your eye mask. The idea is simple. Pack it like a survival kit, and you won't have to keep diving into the overhead like it's an Olympic sport every time you need something. Staying organized makes the whole flight feel easier, less stressful, and more in your control, even when the guy next to you takes his socks off and acts like it's totally normal. Number 2. Choose the right seat because it makes all the difference. Not all economy seats are created equal, and when you're stuck in one for 10+ hours, the wrong choice can feel like a slow form of torture. If you're the type who needs leg room, try to grab an exit row or bulkhead seat. Just be aware that some exit row seats don't recline, and you'll be expected to help in an emergency. If you're planning to sleep, a window seat gives you something to lean on. Plus, no one has to wake you every time they need the bathroom. But if you're someone who likes to move around or stretch your legs often, the aisle seat is the best bet. You can stand up anytime without asking two strangers to shift their entire lives out of the way. And here's a little travel hack. If you're flying as a pair in a row of 3, book the aisle and window seat and leave the middle empty. If the flight's not full, that seat might stay vacant, giving you bonus space. And if someone does get placed between you, odds are they'll happily trade for the aisle or window so you can sit together. Before you even book, check the exact plane layout on sites like Seat Guru. Some seats might have hidden flaws, limited recline, entertainment boxes eating up your leg room, or seats right next to a Hydra area. A quick check can save you hours of regret. Your seat is your home for the next however many hours. Make sure it's the best one you can get. Number 3. Wear comfortable layered clothing. There's no badge of honor for dressing up on a long-haul flight. This is not the runway. It's a recycled air pressure chamber where temperatures swing from freezing cold to weirdly humid all in the same hour. Your best defense: dress like you're about to spend the day lounging at home, but with strategic layers. Think soft joggers or loose-fitting pants, a breathable top, a hoodie or zip-up that you can peel off easily, and socks that make your toes feel like they've booked their own first-class ticket. And here's something frequent flyers swear by. Bring a lightweight scarf or shawl. It doubles as a blanket, a pillow, a neck warmer, or even an eye mask in a pinch. You'll also thank yourself if your seat neighbor decides that air conditioning at full blast is just the vibe for the next 12 hours. Comfort isn't just about being cozy. It helps with circulation, reduces stress, and makes it a whole lot easier to sleep. So, skip the jeans, ditch the belts, and leave the fashion statement for the arrivals hall. The only thing you should be showing off on this flight is how unbothered you look at hour 10. Number 4. Bring a refillable water bottle and stay hydrated. Here's something wild. A 10-hour flight can dehydrate you more than a day at the beach. That dry cabin air sucks the moisture right out of you. And if you're not careful, it'll leave you with dry skin, a pounding headache, and the energy of a damp sponge by the time you land. So yes, drink water, lots of it. But don't rely on those tiny plastic cups the flight attendants hand out every 3 hours. They're barely enough to rinse your mouth, let alone keep your body hydrated. Instead, bring your own reusable water bottle. Make sure it's empty before security, then fill it up at a water station or ask a cafe to help you out. During the flight, don't be shy. Ask for refills. Flight attendants expect it, and some will even refill it from their larger jugs if you ask nicely. Avoid alcohol and go easy on coffee. Both dry you out and mess with your sleep. You might feel like a rock star sipping wine at 35,000 feet, but by the time you land, you'll be begging for electrolytes and aspirin. Bonus tip: set a reminder on your phone to take a sip every 30 minutes. It might sound silly, but it's easy to forget when your body is on airplane mode. Staying hydrated keeps your skin happier, your mood more stable, and your body functioning even when your seat barely rechines, and the guy behind you keeps kicking your tray. Before we get into the last half of the video, if you found even one of these tips helpful so far, do me a huge favor and tap the like button and hit subscribe. It helps the channel reach more travelers just like you, and it lets YouTube know you want more honest, no fluff flying tips in your feed. Alright, back to it. Number 5. Use a travel neck pillow and blanket for better sleep. If you think you can get quality sleep and economy without a neck pillow, you're either a unicorn or you've never flown more than 3 hours. Long-haul flights are brutal on your neck and spine. And those paper-thin airline pillows, they might as well be folded napkins. A proper travel neck pillow is a gamechanger. Whether you go memory foam, inflatable, or that cult favorite turtle wrap thing that holds your head up like a neck brace, the key is support. You want to fall asleep without waking up looking like you've been through a wrestling match with the seatback tray. Now, pair that with a light travel blanket or shawl because yes, airline cabins get cold enough to flash freeze your optimism. Don't count on those polyester blankets they hand out, if they even do anymore. Bringing your own ensures you stay warm and can cocoon yourself when the cabin lights go out. Sleep is the holy grail on long flights. And if you can even get a few hours of uninterrupted rest, your body and mood will thank you when you land. Especially if customs is waiting with a line that snakes around the airport. Number 6. Bring noise-cancelling headphones or earplugs. There's a baby crying in row 12, a snorer in row 14, and your seatmate is watching an action movie with no headphones. This isn't a hypothetical, it's a Tuesday on any international flight. That's why noise-cancelling headphones or even simple earplugs are a must-pack essential. The engine noise alone is like sitting inside a hair dryer for 10 hours. Noise-canceling tech doesn't just help you enjoy your movies. It protects your sanity. You'll tune out the chaos and actually relax, maybe even doze off. If over-ear headphones aren't your thing, go for soft foam earplugs. They're cheap, tiny, and surprisingly effective at cutting the roar down to a dull hum. Trust me, your future self, stuck in the middle seat with someone rustling a snack bag for 30 minutes straight, will wish you packed them. Number 7. Wear compression socks to improve circulation. If you've ever stepped off a long-haul flight and felt like your ankles morphed into water balloons, you're not alone. Swelling, stiffness, and poor circulation are real issues when you're stuck in a cramped seat for 10+ hours. Compression socks are your secret weapon. They're not just for your grandma. These things are designed to keep your blood flowing, reduce swelling, and lower your risk of deep vein thrombosis. Yes, that's a real thing. And yes, it can happen even if you're young and healthy. Good compression socks apply gentle pressure to your lower legs, helping your veins do their job. You'll feel the difference when you land and realize you can actually move your ankles. Bonus, they also keep your feet warm when the cabin turns into a freezer. One flyer said they didn't wear them on a 14-hour flight, and by the time they landed, they couldn't get their shoes back on. Learn from that poor soul. Pack the socks. Number 8. Bring your own snacks and avoid salty food. Here's a wild idea. Don't rely on airline food to keep you satisfied. It's often overly processed, super salty, and delivered on a mystery schedule that doesn't care when you're actually hungry. Packing your own snacks is a power move. You control what you eat and when you eat it, and that can make a huge difference in how you feel. Aim for things that won't bloat you, like a balloon at 35,000 feet. Think unsalted nuts, granola bars, fruit leather, crackers, or even a peanut butter sandwich. Avoid salty snacks like chips and pretzels, unless you want to feel like a dried sponge by the time you land. Salt dehydrates you, and when you're already breathing dry, recycled cabin air, you'll feel it fast. One couple once boarded a long-haul flight without bringing snacks, assuming they'd be fed quickly. They didn't get served for 5 hours and ended up paying $18 for 2 tiny bags of trail mix. Lesson learned. When in doubt, pack the snacks. Your stomach and your wallet will thank you. Number 9. Move around and stretch regularly. You know that feeling when your legs go numb and your knees start questioning all your life choices. That's your body politely screaming for movement. Long flights in economy aren't just uncomfortable. Staying still for too long can actually be risky. Getting up every hour or two to stretch, walk the aisle, or do a few quick squats near the bathroom, yep, people do it, helps get your blood flowing, keeps your joints from locking up, and makes the flight feel a little less endless. If you're stuck in the window seat or feel awkward about squeezing past your robots every hour, at least flex your ankles, wiggle your toes, and roll your shoulders while seated. Some airlines even show stretch routines in their entertainment system. It's not just filler, it actually helps. One traveler shared that on their 15-hour flight, they didn't move once and ended up limping off the plane. Don't be that guy. Move your body and thank yourself later. Number 10. Practice smart sleep habits. Seat belt over clothes, tray down, eye mask. Getting quality sleep in economy is basically an Olympic sport, but there are a few hacks that can give you the edge. First, wear your seat belt over your blanket or clothes, not under. That way, flight attendants don't need to wake you up just to make sure you're buckled. Second, if you plan to sleep through meal service, drop your tray table down before you doze off. That way, they can leave your food without poking you awake mid-dream. And don't underestimate the power of a good eye mask, not the flimsy ones airlines give out. A proper blackout mask that blocks cabin light and doesn't squish your face. Pair that with earplugs or noise-cancelling headphones, and you'll stand a real chance of sleeping through the snack cart, crying babies, and loud talkers. Smart sleep isn't just about comfort. It's about survival, especially if you're crossing time zones. A well-timed nap can be the difference between arriving refreshed or feeling like you've been hit by a carry-on bag. Before we get into the final must-know tip, if you're one of the legends who stuck around all the way to the end, please drop airport tips and tricks in the comments so I can thank you personally. And hey, if this video's helped you out at all, I'd love it if you gave it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It really helps support the channel and lets me know to keep these videos coming. Alright, let's wrap it up with one of the best tips of them all. Number 11. Clean your seat area and sanitize to avoid getting sick. There's nothing worse than starting your vacation with a cold or worse something that rhymes with airplane bathroom nightmare. Here's the truth. Your tray table dirtier than a public toilet seat, your seat belt buckle, touchscreen, armrest, all high-touch surfaces that rarely get a proper clean between flights. And on long-haul flights, germs just love to settle in. That's why one of the smartest things you can do is whip out some disinfectant wipes the moment you sit down. Wipe the tray, the buttons, the armrest, the belt buckle, anything you're going to touch. It takes less than a minute and it could save you days of misery. Also, keep hand sanitizer in your personal item and use it regularly, especially before eating or after touching communal areas like lavatory handles. One couple shared online that after a long-haul flight where they didn't sanitize, they both got sick and spent their entire honeymoon in bed, and not the fun kind. Trust me, a $3 pack of wipes and a travel-sized sanitizer can be the MVPs of your carry-on. So, keep it clean, stay healthy, and land feeling ready for adventure, not a pharmacy run. There are some important new TSA rules you need to know before you fly. So, make sure to watch the video on the end screen to avoid getting denied at the airport. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hey everyone, time for the airplane food. Whoa, that's way too salty. Avoid the salty food, pack your own.